We are observing Kartik Vrata. Today is very auspicious day. Gopashtami, Goshashtami, Go-gras-dan, and Go-puja. It means on today's day, when Krishna became a little more grown up, then Nanda Maharaj, on this particular tithi, he told him, now you will have to graze the cows also. Before he was only calves because he was small. Now he's little grown, so he can take responsibility for cows also. So this is the day, and there is a big festival because of this in Gadadhar. And in our mat, they dress Krishna on the altar in that Gopa dress. And there are some cows put on altar also. And there is worship of cow. Means you pour water on cow's feet. You offer flowers to cow's feet. You offer cloth to her on that bag. And offer garland and food and also arati with kirtan. And this Go-gras-dan means this, you have to feed the cow. Once it happened mystically, we were in our daily mat and we were like waiting for Mangal Arati. It was very early in the morning when suddenly one brahmachari, that Udaran Prabhu, called me and Boshuda and he said, quickly come here to the gate of the mat. So we came there and we saw one cow. Just she was there. We never saw cow before there, not after. And he quickly ran up to that storehouse and he brought some apples. So we each gave one apple to that cow. Then cow took and went away. So it was by the arrangement of Krishna that we could do that seva on that day. So cow is worshipable. She is having all good qualities and all demigods, they're residing in the cow. Because she is everything about her is for the welfare of others. Total everything. So she's the and she's the also topmost of the animal species. So if you kill cow, that is greater sin than if you kill like a pig or any other animal. So cow should not be killed, and she is also considered one of the mothers. She's giving milk, and she's also very important for all Vedic practices because ghee is used like in arati and for yagya and for and milk for abhishek, everything cow is giving. So it's very important. And Krishna is also herding cows. So if one does any violence to cows, then Krishna will not be pleased. We should protest against the violence of cows and should serve them and protect them. That will be pleasing to Krishna. Also in 64 limbs of sadhana bhakti, one is there to serve the cow and Brahmins and like this. So on this day, Krishna will start. And it is also Disappearance day of Gadadhar Das. He is not Gadadhar Pandit, which we are chanting in Panchatattva mantra, but Gadadhar Das. Radharani in Krishna Lila became Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Das is the effulgence or light coming from Radharani. So that light took form in Gaur Lila is Gadadhar Das. He is counted as both Mahaprabhu's branch and Nityananda's branch. And Mahaprabhu first met him when he was going towards Puri. When he stopped in Raghav Pandit's house, we were hearing some days back auspicious arrival of Mahaprabhu to Panihati. There is Raghav Pandit's house. So there, when Mahaprabhu was there, he was blessing everyone. That time Gadadhar Das also came and met. And in his house also Nityananda Prabhu once came. And there was a program for some days, and there was also that drama they performed, Dana, that tax paying, Krishna and Gopis. And also when Mahaprabhu sent Nityananda Prabhu from Puri to Bengal to preach everywhere in Bengal, that time Gadadhar Das was in the preaching party of Nityananda Prabhu. There were some others also, so he was one of them, and he was in Maduras. He was always in the mood of a gopi, so sometimes externally also he was in that ecstasy. He was calling who will buy milk or yogurt, like this. He was in that bhav, and he was in preaching party of Mahaprabhu. So on, and there is also one where his house was there, near Katwa, or maybe it was already, I forgot. There was one local Muslim ruler, that is Qazi. Qazi is not the name, Qazi is a function. Like in Mayapur we have Chand Qazi, his name was. So he was rescued by Mahaprabhu. So here there was another Qazi, and Gadadhar, he was very cruel, but Gadadhar was one day, he was in full ecstasy, transcendental consciousness, and he thought Gaur Nityananda appeared in this world, and they induced everyone to chant Harinam, except this Qazi did not do, so I will make him chant Harinam. And he went there, and he was fully fearless, and not caring for any guards or anything. He just straight came inside. And at first Qazi became a little angry, but he was also influenced by the mood of Gadadhar Das. So he asked him, he became pacified, although he was very cruel. That is the only way actually. If someone is like a pure devotee, then he can give good influence to others. Only by speaking or by trying to punish or like, they will not change. When someone is himself very good character, that will have good influence on others. Then Qazi asked him, why you came here? He said, because Gaur Nityananda appeared and everyone is chanting Harinam except you. So I came to tell you, you have to chant Harinam so that you will be freed from all sins and everything, and will get devotion to Krishna. Then Qazi smiled, because he was overcome also with his simplicity and a good mood and everything. He said, okay, tomorrow I will chant Harinam or Krishna Nam. Tomorrow I will chant. Then Gadadhar started to dance. Why tomorrow? Just now you said Krishna Nam, Harinam, so you are freed from all sins and everything. Then he went out. So he was fully powerful, Gadadhar Das, personal associate of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda. So I'm bowing down to him and praying his causeless mercy. Also Dhananjay Pandit, he is in Krishna Lila Vasudam Saka. Baladev Prabhu has 12 prominent cowherd boy friends, Gopals. Gopal means one who is caring, for the cows. Go means cow. Pal means short from palak, or palan means to maintain, to take care of, palan. So one who does that is palak, and short, Gopal. So they are prominent. Vasudham is one of them. So he became associate of Nityananda Prabhu, and he was also married. He was household devotee, but was very powerful in that place where he was staying. He rescued so many fallen souls and everyone. Like all of Nityananda Prabhu's associates, he was rescuing. So on today's his disappearance day, I am going down to him and praying for his causeless mercy. And also Srinivas Acharya, even his appearance is very wonderful. His father was devotee of Mahaprabhu before, and when Mahaprabhu took sannyas, then he was in so much separation grief that he was chanting that name which Mahaprabhu got as a sannyasi. So he was chanting Ha Chaitanya all the time. So all other people seeing his mood, then they gave him this nickname, Chaitanya Das. So he was doing bhajan together with his wife. Then one day he got desire to have a son, and he was surprised. I never had any such desire, and I have no lust and all this. So why this is suddenly coming? And he told his wife, and wife is also devotee. She said that totally right thing. She said, you have to go to Mahaprabhu. You have to take his guidance. Always we should take guidance of Guru, not go by our own calculation and this and that and that. No. Guidance of Guru, who knows what is to be done, what is not to be done, should be taken. So they went to Puri and they bowed down to Mahaprabhu, and before they could speak, Mahaprabhu already said, yes, Jagannath will fulfill your desire. And no one understood what it meant. Later on, Mahaprabhu told to Govinda, his servant, that Srinivas, this Chaitanya Das, he desires to have a son. So, one great soul, he will be non-different from me. He will be my love personified, will come as his child, and his name will be Srinivas. Mahaprabhu gave name. So, and he will, I will bring all the scriptures through Rupa Goswami and Sanatana. They will write, but through Srinivas, I will distribute them. Already Mahaprabhu told in advance. He's also having plan how to help jivas. There are some demons, they are also planning in advance how they will do things to get that rulership and oppression. All they are planning, and then they are following that plan. Like that, Mahaprabhu also has a plan, but his target is different. He wants to help jivas to get highest benefit, but demons, they want to harm others. That is big difference. So then he was born, Srinivas, very beautiful, very big, like Mahaprabhu's forum, and he was hearing about the glories of Mahaprabhu from his father and mother, and he was serving and doing bhajan, everything. Then father disappeared. So with mother they moved to another place, Then he heard that maybe Mahaprabhu will soon disappear from this world. So immediately he went to Puri together with other devotees, but Mahaprabhu already disappeared before he could reach there. Then he was so much disappointed that he wanted to kill himself. But Mahaprabhu appeared in his dream and he gave him darshan of his lila, of his form, everything. It is possible. Anyone can get, if you are eligible, Gurudev told. Like Rupa Sanatan disappeared, but they came to Narottam Thakur. But you need some eligibility for getting that type of darshan. So then he did not kill himself. Then he came to Puri and he met all those associates of Mahaprabhu who were still there. Gadadhar, Pandit and Sarvambhat Acharya or Raya Ramananda and others. Then he was hearing Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. Then he went to Vrindavan and he was studying under Jiva Goswami, all the scriptures, and he took initiation from Gopal Bhatta Goswami. That is why he also wrote that Shara Goswami Ashtaka, Krishnot Kirtana Gana Nartana Pro, Premamritambu. That one he wrote. And this title Acharya was given to him by Jiva Goswami. We were singing now, Je Anilo Prema Dhan Koruna Prachur. Heno Prabhu Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur. This he, Srinivas Acharya. This is one, because when Srinivas Acharya disappeared, who was close associate of Narottam Thakur, then Narottam Thakur wrote this song. But it is also for Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya, like this, but also for Srinivas. So then, then Jiva Goswami, he told them, now you will have to preach there in Bengal and that place. So you take all the books and distribute. And they were going, and they were very careful not to sleep during night, because if they were passing through Muslim areas, so they are more corrupted and more violent and like this. They are killing cow also, and they are not respecting Hindus and deities like this. So it is more dangerous. So they were very careful, but when they came into Bon Bishnupur, there they came to know there is a Hindu king. So they thought, okay, here there is no problem. We can take rest during night. They took prasad and they slept. But king, he was such character that in the morning he used to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He was hearing in the morning. And in the daytime he was ruling kingdom, taking care. And in the night time he was a robber. All three in one person. And he heard some rumor that some big wealth came to his kingdom, and he asked his astrologer to check if it is true. Then he did, and said yes, one very big wealth, fortune came. Then king immediately ordered those decoys that you should steal this, but don't kill anyone. So they came and they saw big box and all are sleeping, so it is very easy. They just took the box and came to king and they opened and there was only books. So king was disappointed to see. But he got purified just by seeing those books because they're transcendental books. So he asked astrologer how you could make such a mistake. Then he said, I tried many times, calculus. Every time same came. It's a big wealth, very valuable thing. So I don't know. It is true. These books are very valuable, but one has to understand their value. So then the Narottam Thakur Srinivas Acharya and they woke up and they saw there are no books and they wanted to kill themselves. But then the villagers, they told them, don't be disheartened. We know our king. We think he stole that. So you at least check there first. Then Srinivas Acharya said to Narottam and Shyamananda, you go further, you start preaching. I will stay here and I will try to get the books. Then with one Brahmin, he went there where king was hearing Bhagavatam. So he was introduced and all were attracted by his form because he was very big and golden like Mahaprabhu, same form. And he was listening Bhagavatam and that speaker, he spoke one Apasiddhanta. Then Srinivas said, Then king asked him, why you did like this? Then he said, because he spoke Apasiddhanta. Then king asked, oh, you know Siddhanta, everything. You can speak on Bhagavatam? He said, yes, I can do. So king changed. And Srinivas Acharya was speaking Bhagavatam. And this purified their heart, all. They became his disciples, king and others. And one day, Srinivas Acharya, and they gave him place and everything there in palace. And one day, Srinivas Acharya was crying, and they thought we committed some offense to Gurudev. We are not doing seva properly, so we will beg forgiveness and ask what we did wrong. Please tell us. So then Srinivas Acharya, no problem with you, but I have one problem. I lost those books. I committed offense. I brought books, but somehow I lost. Then the king told him, no, they are there. I will show you. And Srinivas Acharya was very happy to get the books, and he told to Narottam and Shyamananda and also to Vrindavan to Jiva Goswami. And then he went there to Bengal and was preaching everywhere. And then his mother told him, Lakshmi Priya, she's a devotee of Mahaprabhu, pure. She told him, you should get married. And Narahari Sarkar Thakur from Sri Kanda also told him that you should get married. Your mother is telling, and I also think like that. And then also Advaita Acharya appeared in the dream of Srinivas and also told him you have to get married. And he married for the service of Krishna, not for any other reason. Already before I forgot to tell, when he was going from Puri, he also went to Bengal, and he also came to know that Nityananda and Advaita also disappeared. So again he wanted to kill, but again he got dream. They were pacifying in dream, and when he came to Mayapur, he also dreamt of Sachi Mata and received blessing from her. So it is possible in dream also. to get blessing, to get darshan, to see lila, everything. But one needs to be eligible. So now, Advaita Acharya, already he disappeared. But he gave him this order, you have to get married, and he did. And then he was preaching everywhere. And then, when one day he went back to this Bon Vishnupur to see about his disciples, king and others, he named the king as Chaitanya Das, Diksha name. So he came there, and there again he got a dream, I think from Mahaprabhu, that you will have to marry again with another second wife. So, and he told which one, that Gauranga Priya, Gaurangi Priya something, or Gaur Priya, I forgot the name. It was there. Mahaprabhu gave in dream, he gave. Mahaprabhu already disappeared. How he can give order? Gurudev also can come in dream and he can give order. If I am ready to serve, if I want his guidance, he can guide me in any way, in dream or like this or somehow, but we should take shelter of him and want his guidance. If we don't want, then what he can do? So he married again. So Gurudev explained that devotees, they are doing everything only for the service of Krishna, not for any other targets, desires, anything. They are ready to do anything. It is not wrong to be married, to be in houseful life, if it is for the service of Krishna. So he showed this. And there are, like Dhananjay Pandit also, he's a pure devotee. And he rescued so many fallen souls, Srinivas Acharya, and his one prominent disciple was Ramchandra Kaviraj. You know, he was the best friend of Narottam Thakur. So many pastimes they're doing. Maybe I forgot something. It is there in Gurudev's book. You will get all details. So I am bowing down to Srinivas Acharya and praying his causeless mercy. Gurudev told that Narottam and Shyamananda, they were preaching through kirtan, through songs. But Srinivas Acharya was also giving Bhagavatam classes. But kirtan also. So they are not ordinary. By their grace, everything is possible. Gurudev said, they can make impossible possible. I may be fallen, it is fact, but by their grace it is possible to change. If we pray, it is possible. Maybe I forgot something, I don't know. There in the book it is there, but anyhow, devotees' glories are unlimited. No one can finish at any time. I'm remembering, speaking to purify myself. Krishna is very much pleased if someone hears and remembers and speaks the glories of Vaishnava. They are very dear to him. So Krishna is very pleased. We are also hearing about how Krishna, with tied mortar, he went in between those two Jamal Arjuna trees, and Nalakuber and Manigriv appeared there, and they bowed down to Krishna and they were saying prayers. So yesterday we heard that you are also the super soul and know everything within the minds of every living entity. Therefore, you are the one and only Bhagavan, the controller of everything. Yes, Bhagavan is one and only. There are not many Bhagavans. And Bhagavan is only Krishna. No one else can become Bhagavan, and he is controlling everyone. No one can do anything outside of his control. So as I already told, in this material world, conditioned souls, they have different acquired natures according to their desires and actions. So some are demoniac, but they're also getting power to act from Krishna. And they're also getting the result from Krishna. They have relative independence, they can do actions and they acquire and everything. So sometimes there are demoniac hours, sometimes there are other hours, but everything is under the control of Krishna. No one can do unless he gives him power to do, and he's also giving the fruit, the tendency. So when Hiranyakashipu, heavy demon, he did not want to control only one world, one earth. He was controlling 3 worlds, even heaven and hell, everything. Everyone was serving him out of fear. He was oppressing everyone. Based on fear, everyone was serving him. And trees, they gave fruits out of fear whole year, not only during season, whole year, out of fear of Hiranyakashipu. And ocean was giving minerals out of fear. Everyone was doing everything out of fear. Even Narad played this pastime, that he also was in the court and singing his glories. That is pastime of Narad, not that he is forced, but he was also in Lila doing like that. So he told to Prahlad, why are you not afraid of me? I am controlling 3 worlds. I conquered 3 worlds. Everyone is afraid of me. Only if I, with little eyebrow, I do like this, everyone is afraid, everyone is following my order. Why are you not afraid of me? You are doing against me, protesting. From where you are getting your power? Then Prahlad said, I am getting from the same one as you. We are all getting power from one Supreme Lord. Unless he gives that power, no one can do anything. I cannot do anything, you cannot do anything. That power. And you are saying, I conquered everything, but I see you did not even conquer your own enemies within. That is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarja, and senses and mind you did not conquer. So how you can say you conquered something? Then Hiranyakashipu became angry and he said, what God? I am the only God. What God? Where is your God? I will kill him. Like this. This is the demon mentality. But when the time comes, demons are also killed. So Hiranyakashipu was killed, and when Prahlad was praying, then he said, I don't want this Svarga and all these things. I directly saw with my how my father had everything, but he was not happy. He was drinking wine and everything. He was not satisfied by this. So no demon, how much he wants to control, how much he wants to own, thinking, I'm owning, no one can be happy. It is because it is unnatural. And sooner or later they are doing some nonsense and they have to be punished by Krishna at the appropriate time. So we can be rescued from demons by submitting to Krishna. But the thing is, the demons are inside me. I am demon. My demoniac mentality is there, inside me, those sanarthas. I am averse to Krishna. So when by the proper action I can kill demons within my heart, then also I can be protected from outside demons. Otherwise there is no solution, at least not permanent solution. For some time demigods may suppress demons, but then after some time again demons will attack more, and then it is always going on like this. But one has to transcend these worldly happenings and come to transcendental platform. Even while in this world, we should submit to Krishna and serve him under the guidance of bona fide guru, because that is our duty, actual duty. And one who does that duty, he is doing good for everyone. And Krishna is protecting and maintaining such devotee. We see in the case of Prahlad. When demigods called Krishna, you come, he is disturbing us so much. Then Krishna said, I will not come now. I will come when he will disturb Prahlad, because Prahlad is doing for the welfare of everyone. He is serving me, so he is doing welfare for everyone. So he has no any personal selfish desires. I am not appearing to such persons who have selfish desires. I am appearing to devotees, pure devotees, so I will appear that time. So if we can follow Prahlad by giving up all other desires and do only the service of Krishna properly under the guidance of pure devotee, then we can do good to ourselves as well as proper good to all others. Otherwise, again, we will miss the target and we will do some partial good, temporary good, and also not universal good. It will be good for some, but not good for others, like this. So we have to water at the root of a tree, then whole tree will be properly nourished. That is our practice, to serve Krishna. And we have to do under the guidance of bona fide guru, because he will give us proper guidance according to our eligibility, according to circumstance, according to necessity. What Krishna wants, what kind of seva. Like you see here, Mahaprabhu told him, you will have to get married. He got married. He may think, no, why I will get married? No, he got married. Because that was such a necessity. Like that, Lakshmi Priya and his and Chaitanya Das, they were doing bhajan. No desire for any son, nothing. But it was the desire of Supreme Lord that Srinivas should come. So he gave them that desire and they accepted. Yes, will do. So this is how we have to live under the guidance of Krishna and bona fide guru. Then it will be proper. We should not have our own calculations. Then we'll miss. We'll deprive ourselves and others. So you see in the case of Srinivas Acharya, how many times he got instructions in dreams and darshan and everything, because he was disheartened. But he got everything in dreams. So it is possible in this way also. And how he was following what he was given order by Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya, Jiva Goswami, like this. That is perfect example we are seeing in Srinivas Acharya. So we are hearing. So Krishna is in the heart of everyone. He knows everything and only he is Bhagavan. We may think I am Bhagavan. But that will not be fact. We may convince ourselves, and we may even convince some other our followers, I am Bhagavan, but time Krishna will take away that false ego. That is not our real ego, and also we cannot be happy. We can be happy only in the service of Krishna, and happiness is what is required. So we have to know how to get happiness. We are thinking, if I get money, if I get this, if I will be God, if I will rule the whole world, then I will be happy. But this is all illusion. It is like trying to quench your thirst in phantasmagoria in desert. There is no water there. So like that, our all plans, how I can be happy, that is all illusory. It will not work. We have to understand where is happiness. Guru, bona fide Guru, can reveal that to us and engage us in action by which we can get that what we actually need and want. Grihyamanais tvam agrahyo vikarei prakriter gunai konu iharhati vigyatum praksidam guna samvrita. O Lord, you exist before the creation. Therefore, who, trapped by a body of material qualities in this material world, can understand you? Yes. When we are in this body misidentified, we have non-eternal senses. So how with non-eternal senses we can see Krishna, who is eternal? He is existing before this creation. Means he is eternal. Vishnu Chakur Thakur. You can be seen only by your mercy. Practically, you are invisible. You are not perceivable by the intelligence and senses because they arise from the modes of nature. They are temporary and limited. Since you are transcendental, no one within this world can know you. You are the cause of the living entity, but he is covered by the modes of material nature. However, your devotee, who transcends the modes of nature by practicing bhakti, can realize something of your unlimited qualities. You see, this is very important point. No one can fully know the unlimited, but devotee can transcend the three gunas, and his vision will not be limited by these three gunas, so he will know everything, all sambandha, Gyan, everything he will know. Who is Krishna? Who is this material? Who am I? What is the cause of bondage? What is the cause of liberation? Like this. So he knows everything. But at the same time, he will say, I don't know everything. Because Krishna is unlimited. But that does not mean that that devotee is ignorant. He can rescue all fallen souls from Maya by his knowledge. But he will also always be humble that I am servant of Krishna, he is unlimited. I cannot say I fully realized him. No real devotee can say, I fully realized Krishna. But we should not mistake that there is any material deficiency here. That, okay, if he did not fully realize Krishna, then I will not take shelter of such person, such guru. Maybe he will give some wrong advice then, or commit mistake. Like that is not true. Those devotees who transcend the three gunas, they know everything and they can guide perfectly. We should take their guidance. What they are saying is that because Krishna is unlimited, they cannot know him fully. But their Sharanagati also is never ending. It is not that they surrendered, so okay, now they cannot know anymore, so now stop. No. They are always submitting to Krishna. That Sharanagati is also transcendental. That has got no end. Never end. Sharanagati never ends. Service of Krishna never ends. So the revelation of Krishna's qualities and pastimes also has no end. So one who is already in that platform, although he may express such humbleness, but we should not mistake that, okay, then maybe he will give wrong guidance. No, he will give right guidance. He's fully in the service of Krishna. He's having contact with Krishna, and he can guide you for the service of Krishna perfectly by Krishna's mercy, by Krishna's order. That is the only, when I am blind, then to take shelter of another blind person, I will not get anywhere. That is okay, but generally we don't understand that I am blind. So I cannot guide myself. But we think I will not follow anyone. They are all only selfish and they are committing everything. But everyone knows for himself what is best for him. And he has to do it. He's like this. This is also false ego. That is false ego. I am blind. Because I'm blind, I'm suffering. I'm doing wrong things. No one else is the cause of my results. Because I'm doing wrong, I'm suffering. Yesterday I told about that Ayurveda. I read again today. It is stated there that all diseases we are getting, they are a result of our past karma. But those diseases which are for them the cause is action in this life, they can be treated by medicine and that Ayurvedic treatment like as it is. You can remove. If diagnosis is right and medicine is right, you will get freedom from that disease. But if those certain diseases cause is action in your past life, previous life, that is called Devi. So that cannot be, that problem cannot be solved with this method. But Ayurveda says for that, you will have to do certain spiritual practices like yagya or fasting or giving in charity or chanting some mantras and like this. Then you can remove that also. So like that, if I'm blind, I'm going wrong direction, I'm suffering. So I have to take shelter of someone who is not blind. Real pure devotee who is beyond this Maya. He sees Krishna, Jiva, Maya, everything he sees. And what is wrong action, what is right action, and what to do in certain circumstance, how to, everything he sees. So if I take shelter of such devotee for his guidance, then I will be benefited immensely. But I don't want to take shelter because then this will be hurt. It will hurt my that false ego. I know everything. I know what is best. This ego will not remain. So I prefer to keep this ego and suffer more because I cannot give up this ego and take shelter of someone who knows. So then what to do? But if I can really surrender, open, give up my own things, then I will get proper guidance from someone who is not blind. Then he can lead me out of this blindness. Krishna and Guru, they can lead. So here it is stated, you can be seen by your mercy only. So we have to submit. And you are the cause of the living entity means Jiva. but he is covered by the modes of material nature. Why? There is a reason. Because he misused his relative independence. He did not want to serve Krishna, but wanted to enjoy Maya. Now Maya enveloped him, and he's getting all these problems, everything, and he's totally blind. Totally blind. However, your devotee who transcends the modes of nature by practicing bhakti can realize something of your unlimited qualities. So we have to take shelter of such a devotee who transcended the modes of nature and he's seeing things clearly. And under his guidance, we should move towards Krishna to serve him and remove our blindness. And then when you will remove your blindness, then you can also lead others. But we are very eager to lead others, but being blind. That will not work. We will harm ourselves and also others. First, you have to remove blindness, remove ignorance. No, I know, yes, Krishna. No, the knowledge is not enough. You have to realize. And that you realized, it will be seen in your actions. You will be 24 hours engaged only in the service of Krishna, not any other things, and no other desires can remain, and no any confusion, no any anxiety, no any fear. That is why Rupa Goswami told, one who controls those 6 urges, he can govern others. Not one slave will control another slave. How it is possible? That is not good. We have to be guided by realized souls. And when we will get realization, if that service will be given to us, then we can also guide others. But otherwise, it is very dangerous job to guide others while you are blind. Tomorrow we will hear further.